உட்கார முடியுமா? கீழே உட்கார முடியாதுன்னா சேர்ல உட்காருங்க. அதில் தப்பே கிடையாது, சேர்ல உட்காரலாம். हरि ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम अस्मत्परमगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मत्सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरंगनाथ षडगोपेतीन्द्र दृष्टं लक्ष्मीं नृसिंहशेतरुणिकपात्रं श्रीरंगवीर रघुराट षडगोपरुज्यं वेदांत देशीयेन्द्रमहं प्रपज्ये। श्रीमते श्रीवंशगोप श्री वेदांत देशीयेन्द्र नमः। देशिकाय नमः। ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम अस्मत्परमगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मत्सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। अधराहितचारु वंशनालाः मकुटालंबि मयूरपिंचमालाः हरनीलशिला विभंगलीलाः। फर्स्ट कृष्ण आधराहितचारु वंशनालाः मकुटालंबि मयूरपिंचमालाः हरनीलशिला विभंगलीलाः प्रतिभासन्तु मम अंतिम प्रयाणे। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुखारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पुटेशयानं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि। कृष्ण त्वदीय पदपंकज पंजरान्तम् अद्यैव मे विशदुमानसराजहंसः प्राणप्रयाण समये कफवात पित्तैः कंठावरोधन विधौ स्मरणं कुतस्ते। So far we have seen in Srimad Bhagavatam Kunti Devi glorifying Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Uttara glorifying Bhagavan Krishna, Bhishma Pitamaha glorifying Bhagavan Krishna, Kardama, Prajapati, Devahuti, their son Kapila Maharshi, teaching about Sankhya Yogam, Pinda Utpatti Kramam, how the fetus in the womb of a mother is there struggling in the Sankhya Yoga. Then we have seen Chitraketu Upakhyanam, Ajamila's episode, Jadabharata's episode. As I told you, నిన్న వచ్చారు మళ్ళీ రారనుకున్నాను. ఒకసారి వాళ్ళు మళ్ళీ రారు. ఎందుకంటే కృష్ణ కృష్ణ అంటే ఎవరికి నచ్చుతుంది? అసలు కథ ఇంత అయితే మసాలా ఇంత చేరిస్తే కానీ మనకు అక్కూర లోపలికి పోదు కదా. మోక్షం ఎవరికి కావాలి? Did you fail your exam any time, sir, when you were a student? Very good. You know why I asked? Suppose high school exam, 12th grade. Suppose instead of you, let me say myself. Suppose I failed first time. I felt miserable. Suppose second time also I failed the same exam. I felt horrible. I thought of even committing suicide. Suppose I failed the same 12th grade exam the 10th time. I am used to the failures. So this time I am laughing at it. This time also fail. First time I felt miserable. Second time horrible. Even thought of committing suicide. But 10th time when I failed the same exam, I'm used to failures. I'm laughing at it. This time also failure. Suppose 50th time I failed the same 12th grade. You know what I say? I don't have to look at the results. Mine is guaranteed failure. And the same exam 99 times, suppose I failed. You know what I say now? Do I have to write the exam? And that's it. We stopped taking the exam for 10 years. Now we totally forgot there is an exam. That is what exactly is happening. The exam there is getting moksham. First time we became a human being, didn't get moksham. We felt horrible. Second time, unbearable. 10th time, we are used to the failures. This time also fail. 50 times we became a human being, no moksham. Mine is guaranteed failure. 99 times human being, no moksham. Do I have to think about this exam? 10 lives we didn't even think about exam. Now we totally forgot there is an exam. Same thing about moksha. But that Bhagavan Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Mashuchaha. What is it that is stopping us from attaining moksha? Our Papa Karma. Punya Karma, if you say, I don't want, everybody will be happy to take it. Simple. You kept $100,000 in the bank in fixed deposit. It is matured, but you didn't go to pick it up. If you call the bank and say, I don't want that money, keep it. They'll be very happy to keep the money. Suppose you borrowed $20,000 to buy a car. You paid 4 installments. 5th month you say, I don't want to pay. You keep the loan. They won't keep the loan. So if your punya karma, if you say, I don't want, Devatas have it, Devatas will be happy to have your punya karma. But if you say, I have tons and tons of papa karma, you keep it. Nobody will keep your papa karma. We have to go through the karma phalam. Therefore, if you want to get moksham, the papa karma has to be wiped out. You come to the temples, you do pujas, you do archanas. You are increasing your punya karma. But what are you doing to wipe out your negative karma? Papa karma means immediately she'll be thinking, I did not kill anybody. We think only if you kill somebody, there is papa karma. I did not rob anybody, so you think you did not do papa karma. No, you don't have to do such big things to get sin. You know, పొద్దున్నే మంచినీళ్ళు తాగామా, ఒక కప్పు కాఫీ తాగావా, ఒక కప్పు టీ తాగావా? Did you say Krishnarpanam? If you take even a glass of water without saying Krishnarpanam, we get papa karma. Because Krishna says, Yajna Sishtashana Santo Muchante Sarvakilpishaihi Bhunchate Te Tvagam Papa Ye Pachanti Atma Karana. Even if it is a banana that you ate, even if it is, are you giving milk, Amma? Say Krishnarpanam and give. Say Krishnarpanam, everything, we should get that habit. Every little thing that goes into our mouth, you should say Krishnarpanam. That is our problem. Then what is her problem? Oh, I put onion and garlic and everything. How can I say Krishnarpanam? You are eating only sin. Anything that you eat without offering to Krishna, without saying that one word Krishnarpanam, that Krishnarpanam is so powerful. Is so powerful. Therefore, the papa karma has to be wiped out if you have to get moksha. And that papa karma will be wiped out only when you do Sharanagati. No other punya karma can wipe out your papa karma. Suppose somebody is dead. Yamadutas will take you to Narakam. Chitragupta, the big chartered accountant, will open your folder. Okay, you got 60% punya karma, 40% papa karma. You cannot bargain there. Cancel my 40% papa karma with my 60% punya karma, subtract it and give me net 20% punya karma, so that I will not suffer in Narakam. I'll go to heaven and enjoy only 20% punya karma. That is not possible. You have to go through the punishment for your 40% papa karma in Narakam. Yes, you can go to Swargam and enjoy your punya karma for 60%. And for the remaining Sanchita karma that is haunting us for the next million births, you have to go through again taking birth after birth after birth. And that birth, there is no guarantee we get a human being. You can get 4 types of births. Remember what I said? What are the 4 types of births? Sura, Nara, Tiriyak, Stavara. You can become a Devi Devata at the time of your death if you have more than 75% punya karma. From 75.001 to 99.999, there are 330 million Devi Devatas. During their tenure, they're all contract employees in the kingdom of Narayana. During their time, if they didn't go to Moksham, they have to come back and take birth here on the planet Earth. Marcha Manushya Bhavane Matimashtrayante. They have to come back and take, but there's a vacancy there. You qualify. You will be there filling the right vacancy suitable, compatible with your qualifications and experience, right? When they give a job, compatible to your punya karma. As a Siddha, Yaksha, Garuda, Charanas, Kimpurushas, or Devi Devatas, Ashtavasus, or Ekadasha Rudras, or Dvadasha Adityas, or 49 Marudganas, Ashwini Devatas. There are so many categories of Devi Devatas also. You will go and fill in that vacancy. 50-50 Punya Karma, Papa Karma will born as a human being. 75% negative karma, Tiryak, vertical column, vertical forest, Tiryak, horizontal, cat, dog, donkey, birds, snakes. More than 75% papa karma, sthavara, we become a plant or a tree. The choice is yours what you want to be. If you want to get out, Lord Krishna says, Mam ekam sharanam raja. Aham tva sarva papebhyo. That papa vimukti is the most important one. As long as there is papa karma, there is no way we can get moksha. That Sri Krishna Paramatma has incarnated on the planet Earth in the month of Shravana, Krishna Paksham, Ashtami, Rohini Nakshatram, second quarter, Vargottamamsha. In Srimad Bhagavatam, thousands and thousands of incarnations are there. Thousands of incarnations. Can you guess how many incarnations of Narayana so far? Just give a number. Emma? 10. Matalle. Yes, sir. 100. You are much better than your mother. You gave a bigger number. Now, billion. A billion incarnations of Narayana so far. Everybody at least is exaggeration. Who will believe billion? Right? Are you ready to count? What did Krishna say? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyudhanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamyam paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkrutam dharma samsthapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge, in every yuga. Forget about multiple incarnations in one yuga. Just take only one incarnation per yuga, one incarnation. Krita yuga, Lakshmi Nrsimha. Treta yuga, Rama. Dwapara yuga, Krishna. Kali yuga, Kalki Avatara. In fact, during Rama Avatara, there is Parashurama also. In Krishna Avatara, there is Balarama also. In between, after that one, after Narsimha Avatara, there is Vamana Avatara also. Forget about it. Even if you take one incarnation per yuga, 4 yugas put together is one Mahayuga. In one Mahayuga, right? In one Mahayuga, you have 4 incarnations. Come back to Brahma's time. Yuga Sahasranam Aharyat Brahmano Vidhu. For the daytime of Brahma, 1000 Mahayugas. So in one day, 12 hours of Brahma, how many incarnations? 4000 incarnations. In one Mahayuga, 4 incarnations at least. Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. 1000 Mahayugas is 12 hours of Brahma. Yuga Sahasranam Ahar Yat Brahmano Vidhu. Ahar means daytime. Nighttime, no creation. So during the 12 hours of Brahma, every day there are 1000 Mahayugas, therefore 4000 incarnations. Now, 360 days like that is 1 year for Brahma. So in 1 year of Brahma, how many incarnations? 360 multiplied by 4000, correct? 360 multiplied by 4000. How much am I? I'm going to my calculator. 360 multiplied by 4000 in one day. 1,440,000 incarnations. 1,440,000 incarnations in 1 year of Brahma. Correct? I'm not exaggerating. One Mahayuga, in one yuga, one incarnation. 4 yugas put together, one Mahayuga. So 4 incarnations per Mahayuga. So 1000 Mahayugas, 4000 incarnations in one day of Brahma. In 1 year, multiply by 360, 1.44 million. Now, each Brahma will live for 100 such years. In one lifetime of Brahma, there are 144 million incarnations. And the present Brahma for Narayana is the 7th Brahma. One Brahma coming from the face, another from the eyes, another from the nose, another from the mouth. This present Brahma from the navel. So this is the seventh Brahma. How do you know? When you do your sankalpam, Adya Brahmana, Dvitiya Pararde, Shveta Varaha Kalpe, Vayusal Manmantare, Kali Yuge, Prathame Pade, for the present seventh Brahma in the 51st year, etc. That means 6 Brahmas have gone by. For the seventh Brahma, 50 years have gone by. So multiply this 144 million by 6.5, you will get 936 million incarnations. This is only taking one incarnation per yuga. But there are multiple incarnations like, Parshurama and Rama at the same time, Balarama and Krishna at the same time. Therefore, at least there are a billion incarnations. Since you cannot remember billion incarnations, they said at least remember 10. Matsya Kurma Varahasya Narasimhasya Vamanaha Ramo Ramasya Ramasya Krishna Kalki Evacha. Billion incarnations. Of all the billion incarnations, you know what Vedavyasa says? Yete cha amsha kala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is Bhagavan himself, Swayam. That word Swayam is very, very crucial. That means he himself, that he, Sriman Narayana, himself has come. That he himself. You remember that verse in Thiruviruttam? கொண்டு வந்தீங்களா? திருவிருத்தம் 21வது verse படிச்சு பாருங்க. Exactly. The Nitya Shuris in Vaikuntham, Mahatma Nammalva in Thiruviruttam says, in Vaikuntham, they have no other business. Tad Vishnoha Paramam Padagam Sada Pashyanti Suraya. 24/7, they don't feel hungry, they don't feel thirsty, they don't feel sleepy. 24/7, they keep on looking at the divine feet of Lord Sriman Narayana and enjoy Brahmanandam. That is Vaikuntham. That Kshirasagaram is so white, milk white, pure milk. Adisesha is white in color. The only dark spot is Narayana. Megha Shyamala Murtaye. So black and white contrast is so clear. And the Nitya Shuris, ever liberated souls, they never took birth on planet Earth because of their karma. There are 3 types of Jivatmas. We, all of us, Baddha Jivatmas, because of karma, we took birth and we are here like prisoners in a jail. You practice either Bhakti Yoga or Sharanagati and you get moksham. Mukta Jivatmas, liberated souls in Vaikuntham. Nitya Shuris, eternally liberated souls, they never took birth because of their karma. Like Ananta, Garuda, Vishwaksena, Ananta, Garuda, Vishwaksena, etc. They never took birth because of karma. They never took birth because of karma. So they are called Nitya Shuris. And for them, there is no other job other than keep on looking at Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. They keep on looking. So one of those Nitya Shuris has given some dhupam for Sriman Narayana. That dhupam, these days you take agarbatti and say, dhupam agrapayami, dhurvantam dhuratam yosma, dhuratam dhurvayam vayam. Dhupam. Originally, they used to take hot burning charcoals and put some powder, special powder there, and immediately give a thick plume of smoke. That thick plume of smoke in Vaikuntham acted like a smoke screen. Sriman Narayana thought, thank God, I got finally 1 second of privacy. Because that smoke is acting as a smoke screen. You cannot even see it is so thick. But how long will the smoke be there? Only for 1 second. In 1 second, it will start dispersing. It will start dispersing. So during that 1 second of privacy, when the Nitya Shuris offered the dhupam, Bhagavan Sriman Narayana escaped from Vaikuntham and appeared as Krishna. That is why Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Lord Sri Ramachandra ruled Bharat for 11,000 years. How do you know 11,000 years? Exactly. That's very good. I'm happy you know that. Dasha Varsha Sahasrani, Dasha Varsha Shatani cha. You know why did they say 10,000 years plus 10,100 years instead of saying totally 11,000 years? With Sita, 10,000 years. Without Sita, 1,000 years. That is, Lord Rama and Sita were together on the planet Earth after Pattabhishekam for 10,000 years. By then, the people who were just murmuring, Rama should not have accepted Sita, Rama should not have accepted Sita. It was a murmur before. After 10,000 years, it became a public talk. So Rama has to send Sita back to the forest. So then after Sita has gone back, then after Sita has given birth and handed over Lava Kusha to Rama and went back into Bhudevi and went to Vaikuntham, Rama ruled India even after Sita leaving the planet Earth for 1,000 years. That is why Dasha Varsha Sahasrani, Dasha Varsha Shatani cha. Got it? ఎప్పుడు వినలేదా మరి? అందులో ఇటువంటి డీటెయిల్స్ అన్నీ ఉండవు, because it is Sankshiptam. Good. Now coming back to, even though Rama ruled the planet Earth for 11,000 years, Narayana did not vacate Vaikuntham. He can still be there, he can still be here. Whereas in that 1 second in Vaikuntham is 125 years on the planet Earth. 1 second in Vaikuntham is 125 years. Exactly, Krishna stayed on the planet Earth only for 125 years. And after 125 years, there, the smoke is dispersing and Nityashuris are watching. He has to be there, otherwise there will be chaos. What happened to our Narayana? Exactly, Sri Krishna went back as Narayana back to Vaikuntha. That is the reason why, even though Bhagavan Sri Krishna promised Mother Yashoda on a Grahana time met Krishna after Krishna left Vrindavan when he was only 7.5 years old. Krishna never returned to Vrindavan. Yashoda never met. Only once they met. Gopikas and Yashoda met Krishna only once after the Grahana, at the Grahana Snanam time. Yashoda cried and cried and cried. Krishna, you may be Paramatma Krishna, so what? I am your mother. You might have shown the Vishwarupam, so what, Krishna? I even tied you up with a rope around your stomach. As a mother, Emma, how old is your son? 5. Mallishwari, how old is your son? 9 years. Did you ever think when you will get your son married, what kind of a daughter-in-law you will have, how many grandchildren you will have? Emma, did you ever think? You won't, because then you will become a grandma. Everybody will call you oldie, granny. So no woman wants to be called as a granny, right? Do you think anybody would like to call granny? You ask her, she'll say, oh, call me auntie only, I'm not granny, right? Yashoda is not like you. Yashoda asked Krishna, Krishna, when I brought you up for 7.5 years, how much I was dreaming about you, Krishna. I should get you married. I should be happy with my daughter-in-law. I should enjoy with my grandchildren. But Krishna, you married that Mahalakshmi. That Mahalakshmi in one form is called Mahalakshmi. 2 forms of Sridevi, Bhudevi. 3 forms of Sridevi, Bhudevi, Neela Devi. 8 forms Ashtalakshmis. For your sake, that Mahalakshmi appeared in all her 8 forms as Ashtalakshmi. Krishna, you married her 8 times. As Kurtunda, ఊరికే కృష్ణుడు తిట్టడం కాదు, ఎప్పుడు చూసిన అమ్మాయిలని. ఆయన భార్యల పేరు కూడా తెలియదు. ఎందుకు తిడతారు మీరు? అర్థమవుతుందా? పేరు బట్టి తిట్టాలి కదమ్మా. ఏమాయి గుర్తుందా? కృష్ణుడి భార్యల పేరేంటి? మరి కృష్ణుడి మటుకు తిడతావు. కృష్ణుడేమో కావాలా? అవునా? అవునా? కృష్ణుడేమో కావాలా, కానీ 16,000 గోపికల మటుకు పక్కన ఉండకూడదు. అవునా? 8 మంది భార్యలు పక్కన ఉండకూడదు. అదే కదా మన బాధ. ఏమ్మా, ఎవరో గుర్తున్నారా? కృష్ణుడి భార్యలు ఎవరో? రుక్మిణి, జాంబవతి, సత్యభామ, కాళింది, మిత్రవింద, నాగ్నజితి, భద్ర, Lakshana. Yashoda said, Krishna, you married the same Mahalakshmi in all her 8 forms. How unfortunate I am, Krishna. I could not attend even one marriage of yours. How much I miss seeing my Krishna getting married. Krishna, out of his magnanimity, gave a blessing to Yashoda. Just don't worry, Mother Yashoda. You did not attend because you are destined to perform a full marriage for me with your own hands. Good. That blessing is enough for Yashoda to live. But that 125 years on the planet Earth is almost getting over. And Krishna has to rush back to Vaikuntham. That is the reason why, to fulfill the promise Krishna gave to his mother Yashoda in the very beginning of Kali Yuga, The same Krishna of Dwapara Yuga returned as Lord Venkateshwara of Tirumala. The same Mahalakshmi Rukmani came back as Padmavati. The same Mother Yashoda came back as Vakula Devi, Vakula Malika. And as promised, it is Vakula Malika who goes with the marriage deal to Akasha Raja. It is Vakula Malika who arranges everything. It is Vakula Malika who accepted the Kanyadanam on behalf of Srinivasa. Everything. And the minute Kalyanam was over, Srinivasa asked his mother. She doesn't know that she was Yashoda before, but Krishna knows that he was Krishna. He has to come back because the promise he gave to Yashoda could not be fulfilled during the Krishna Avatara. Therefore, he asked, Mom, are you happy? Very happy, Srinivasa. Anything more I can do for you? No, no, Srinivasa, no. I had enough. Whether it is the tension or is the anxiety or the happiness, I enjoyed everything in your marriage. Krishna says, why tension? Why anxiety? Come on, Krishna. We don't even have a house. We don't even have money. You are sleeping under a tamarind tree. I am working as a servant maid for Varahaswami. You asked me to go to Akasha Raja, a Maharaja, saying that my son Srinivasa wants to marry your daughter. Will you give your daughter in marriage to me? As a poor woman, not even having a house, right? Working as a servant maid for Varahaswami, and son sleeping under a tamarind tree, no house. You know how much I was under tension to go there to a Maharaja and ask, will you give your daughter in marriage to my son? You say, why anxiety? Look at the conditions. Your would-be father-in-law said, he straight away asked, do you have any money? Does your son have any money? No money, get lost. Instead of saying directly, no money, no marriage, he said, tell your son to feed at least 1,000 devotees every day and then come for the marriage. Second question Akash Raj asked, do you have at least a house? No house, get lost. He put it politely. Mata, Yashoda Mata, sorry, Vakula Malika, suppose I do Kanyadanam. After Kanyadanam, don't you think I should send my daughter to the in-laws' house? Tell me to which house shall I send? Which house means not that you have 4 houses, one in California, one in New York, one in Bombay, one in Delhi, one in Tirupati. You don't even have a house. So where shall I send my daughter after Kanyadanam? What can I reply? Anxiety. Will the marriage ever happen? Will the marriage ever happen? Will the marriage ever happen? Of course, you played a big drama. Then you borrowed tons and tons of gold from Kubera. Then you went to Ahobilam and you started doing Annadanam for thousands and thousands of devotees every day. And you took care of all the expenses and you begged Varahaswami for a piece of land. And once the land is there, you made friends with would-be father-in-law, Akasha Raja's brother. Akasha Raja's brother. And then you got the palace built, the Garbhagurham built. So what about my anxiety? Will the marriage ever happen? Will the marriage ever happen? Where to go for the money? Where to go to get a house? Now the happiness, the beautiful marriage, you spent so much. Akasha Raja spent so much. It is just unimaginable. Whether it is the tension, anxiety, or happiness I enjoy. That's it. The promise given by Krishna to Yashoda is fulfilled. Thank you, Mom. Took one step back. That one step became 7 hills and he became a statue and he went back to Vaikuntham. That Krishna Avatara is the most magnificent one. No comparison at all to Krishna Avatara. That is why Krishna is Narayana himself. He himself has appeared. Even vacating Vaikuntham. That is why Krishna Avatara became so popular. Hima. Kuduku puttadu. వాడికి నీకు మనసులో వీడు నా కృష్ణ నా బంగారు కృష్ణుడిలాగా పెరగాడు కానీ పెద్ద అయితే అప్పుడు మటుకు రాముడి వారిలాగా ఉండాలి చిన్నప్పుడంతా కృష్ణుడిలాగా పెంచి సడన్ గా రాముడి వారు ఎలా అయిపోతాడమ్మా అంతే కదా బట్ డోంట్ వరీ దే ఆర్ వన్ అండ్ ద సేమ్ దట్స్ వై హిందీ దే సే జగ్ మే హై దో సుందర నామ్ చాహే రామ్ కహో చాహే శ్యామ్ కహో సో నో ప్రాబ్లం దే ఆర్ వన్ అండ్ ద సేమ్ ఏమ్మా మీ అందరికి కోపం కదా కృష్ణుడు అంటే ఎప్పుడు చూసిన అమ్మాయిల చుట్టూ తిరుగుతుంటాడని రాములు వారైతే ఏకపత్ని వ్రతం సో యూఆర్ హ్యాపీ డూ యూ నో వన్ థింగ్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ఏ వుమన్ యు నో హూ ఈస్ బెటర్ రామ ఆర్ కృష్ణ ఏమా I know you will say Rama, right? I will say Krishna. Hmm. You know why? Rama did not follow brahmacharyam. Rama had grihastha dharmam. Krishna, how old is your son? 9 years, right? What will you say if all the ladies in your colony come and complain to you? Your 9-year-old fellow is writing love letters to all the girls in our colony. Imagine what Yashoda has gone through. 7.5-year-old Krishna and 16,000 gopikas around. Not one or two, 16,000. I don't think you have 16,000 girls in your colony, right? I don't think you have 16,000 girls in your colony, right? As a 7.5-year-old boy, 16,000 gopikas. When he grew up, 8 Pattamahishis, Ashtalakshmis. When Krishna went and killed Narakasura, Narakasura has kept 16,100 princesses in the jail because they refused to marry Krishna. He kept them in the jail. When Krishna killed them, 16,100 of them begged Krishna, nobody will marry us, Krishna. Please marry us. Krishna accepted and married. Krishna called Vishwakarma. And by the time he returned from Pragjyotishapuram of Naraka to to Dwaraka, you know what? Imagine. You know what he did? Vishwakarma make some arrangements. What arrangements? 16,100 gold palaces for the new arrivals. So totally Krishna had, not counting the 16,000 gopikas with whom he did Rasa Krida, officially married wives are 16,108. You know how many children Krishna had with each wife? Yes. Your favorite number 10. You know why 10? Why not 11? Because in the Veda mantras it says Dashanam Pat Putran Dehi Pati Mekadasham Krudhi. According to the Vedic Dharma, you can have only 10 children with your wife. But if you go to your wife for the 11th child, she is no longer your wife. You have to treat her as your mother. That is why in the Vedic Dharma, in the good olden days, they only had 10 children. In the Vedic Dharma, it is permitted to have only up to 10 children. The 11th time, if the lady becomes pregnant, the husband has to treat his own wife as his own mother. That is why they never had more than 10. Krishna had exactly 10 children with every wife. So how many children? 16,108 times 10. How many? 1,61,800 children. 161,800 children. You know what the Vedas are talking about Krishna? Anadi Brahmachari cha Krishna Vyasana Karshakaha. Hello, Rama had family relationship with Sita Devi, Grihasthashrama Dharma. Sita Devi became pregnant, had only 2 sons, twins, Kusha and Lava. But Krishna had 161,800 children, 16,108 wives. You know what the Vedas are glorifying Krishna? If at all there is a perfect brahmachari in the whole universe, that is Krishna. To be very specific, you know what is brahmacharyam? These days, if they say this guy is not married, means brahmachari means not married. Brahmachari means not married. He may have 10 affairs with 10 girls. That is a different matter. Brahmachari means not married, we are thinking. That is not. Brahmacharyam, askhalita brahmachari, never even had virya skalanam. That is brahmacharyam. Then immediately she is thinking, tell stories. If the man and woman do not meet, then how will she become pregnant? Krishna is not a human being. Krishna is Paramatma. If you have eyes, you can only see. If you have feet, you can only walk. If you have a mouth, you can talk or eat. Krishna is not like that. Angani yasya sakalendriya vidhimanti pashyanti panti kayanti chiram jaganti. Every organ in the body of Krishna can do every function of every other organ. Got it? You cook some food. You keep it in front of Krishna. Bring the bell. Okay, take it. Became prasadam. Did Krishna eat the food that you offered? Then why are you calling it prasadam? When you are cooking, you are saying rice is ready, vegetable is ready, sambar is ready. But when you offer, you say prasadam is ready. Did Krishna eat? He ate. For us, eating means mix it, put it in the mouth, eat. For Krishna, by looking at them, he can eat. Same thing, Krishna, to make the ladies pregnant, he doesn't have to have family life. He doesn't have to have various kalanam. By looking only, he made them pregnant. Brahmacharyam, absolute brahmacharyam, Krishna followed. Who is better, Krishna or Rama? Krishna, absolute brahmacharyam, askalita brahmachari. Same thing, he can even kill. He can even kill by looking at them. How do you know he can kill? Hey, Shloka Japra, Bhagavad Gita. Mayai vaite nihataha. Machpayava, Vishwarupadashana Yogam. Mayai vaite nihataha purvameva nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin. Krishna tells Arjuna, Arjuna, all these 18 battalions in the Kurukshetra war are already killed by me. They are already dead snakes. Take your big Gandivam and shoot the arrows and get the credit that you killed 18,000 Akshauhinis, 18 battalions. Mayai vaite nihata. Krishna did not take up any weapon. So how did Krishna kill? Only by looking at them. That way, Krishna could even make them pregnant by looking at them. How do you know he is a brahmachari? Is that enough for you, or is even more proof? There is one more proof.
He says when he saves the baby up.
Exactly. Even though Abhimanyu is dead in the battlefield, Abhimanyu's wife Uttara was there pregnant at that time. And Ashwadhama, the most unimaginably heinous and cruel person, not only killed the 5 sons of Draupadi who were sleeping, and even though Draupadi saved his life, he did not keep quiet. Even unto the unborn fetus in the womb of Uttara, he released the Brahmastra. And when Uttara begged, Krishna became a miniature Krishna, went through her nose into her stomach and sent the Sudarshana Chakram to make the Brahmastram null and void. But when the baby is born, Parikshit was born like a lump of flesh because that fetus was completely scorched by the Brahmastra. Yudhishthira, Dharmaraja was crying. We are old people. We will die one day. What about our Vamsham? All 5 sons of Draupadi are killed. Bhima's son Ghatotkacha is killed. Arjuna's son Abhimanyu is killed. The only person who can continue our dynasty is this Abhimanyu's would-be son. But this baby is born as a lifeless lump of flesh. As he was crying, an invisible voice, Ashariravani, revealed, since he is scorched to death by a Brahmastra of a Brahmachari, take him to a perfect Brahmachari. When a perfect Brahmachari touches, he will be born as he will come back to life. The first choice they had, Bhishma was still there on the bed of arrows. He did not die yet. He did not leave the body yet. Kurukshetra war was over, but Bhishma remained as on the bed of arrows for the next 48 days or so. So during that time, Uttara delivered. Yudhishthira took, Grandpa, you are a brahmachari touch. You know what Bhishma said? I am a brahmachari because I am not married. That's all. Brahmachari doesn't mean physical brahmacharyam. Manasa, vacha, karma bihi, brahmacharyam. You should not even think of a relationship in your mind, not even talk about a relationship with your mouth, or even have physical relationship with a woman. That is brahmacharya. By the time I promised my father, or rather my father wanted to marry Satyavati, Satyavati's father Dasharaja put a condition. By the time I promised that I will remain a brahmachari, I was already a grown-up person. I already had my own ideas, how I will marry, how much I will enjoy, how many children I have, all those things. But because I promised, I did not marry. That doesn't make me a brahmachari. Because mentally, I was thinking of so many things. Yudhishthira said, it's okay, Grandpa, touch. He said, I will touch, it will not come back to life. He touched, it did not come back to life. Then you know what Yudhishthira did? Anyway, it is Ashwadhama who released the Brahmastra, who is a brahmachari. So why not I take to Ashwadhama himself? He brought the baby to Ashwadhama himself. Ashwadhama also confessed the same thing. I am only a brahmachari. I did not marry, that's all. In my mind, I am not a brahmachari. I am worse than anyone else. Anyway, I will touch, it will not come back to life. He touched, it did not come back to life. Then Yudhishthira did not know to where he can take. Well, as expected, Kunti Devi, Draupadi, Uttara prayed, Krishna appeared. Krishna said, Yudhishthira, don't worry. Do you think I can touch? Who knows the child may come back to life? You know what Bhima said? Krishna, stop your nasty jokes. What are you talking? It says a brahmachari has to touch. You are married, 16,108 wives and 161,800 sons, and you say you are a brahmachari, you want to touch? Are you joking? Is this time for joking? He said. That is when Krishna took a pledge. Manasa, Vacha, Karma Vihi. If I ever maintained a perfect brahmacharyam, in spite of my marrying 116,108 wives, in spite of my having 161,800 children, if I remained a perfect brahmachari in my mind, words and deed, may this child come back to life. This I swear on truth, came back to life. That is Krishna. Now you understand why Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divyam. Niku Tyaktva deham punar janma. Exactly. Niku koncham baga tuppu petti potunnavu. If iron is not used for a long time, you will get rusted. Good. You need to revive the classes. So that is why Krishna says, if you can understand the incarnation and actions of Krishna, you will do Sharanagati and you will get moksha. That is why Krishna Katha. Got it? That much introduction for Krishna's birth. Now, you all know, you are blaming Krishna. Krishna is having 8 wives, right? 8 are principal wives, right? Do you know his father, Vasudeva? Now tell me, how many wives Vasudeva had? Urke Krishna tittadam kaadu. Krishnudu vaala nanna Vasudeva. You know how many wives Vasudeva had? 2 you know. Rohini and Devaki you know. But you know how many Vasudeva had wives? 18 wives. Krishna is better than his father. Krishna's father, those days Maharajas could have any number of wives. Dasharatha did not have 3 wives. Only Rama had Sita, that's all. Even Dasharatha had Kaikeyi, Sumitra and Kausalya, right? Vasudeva had 18 wives. So by then he was already married to Rohini. But those days, whenever there is a beautiful girl, Swayamvaram, a king can go, win the competition and get that girl and get married. So Devaki Devi was given in marriage to Vasudeva. As he was coming, actually Kamsa is not her actual brother. Devaki is the daughter of Devaka. Devaka's brother is Ugrasena. Ugrasena's son is Kamsa. Ugrasena is the king. So Kamsa's, uncle's daughter, Siddhappa, Chinnanna Kuturu. Ugrasena's brothers, Devaka's daughter Devaki. But they were all a close-knit family. So to send her to the in-laws' place, these days, Emma, what do you see in movies, Emma? The minute marriage is over, they have a nice Mercedes car or something with all the flowers, with all the love symbols, honeymoon trip, or newly married couple, etc. So those days, there is no car there like that, for them. So Kamsa himself started driving the chariot to bring them to the in-laws. That is where this Akashavani can keep quiet, right? This BBC, CBC, and then they have no other business, right? They keep on revealing what is going to happen in advance. Same thing happened. So that BBC gave an announcement, Ashariravani. And what is that announcement? Stupid Kamsa, you are so attached to your sister Devaki. But you know one thing, the 8th child who will be born to this sister will kill you. the eighth son born to this sister will kill you. That's it. Even though he was so affectionate, even though he was driving, but when it comes to my own life, nothing is more pleasing than your own life for anyone. That's it. Kamsa jumped from the chariot, dragged Devaki by her hair, just took the big sword to kill her. That is when Vasudeva begged and begged, even though she is sister. But remember the age difference between you and your sister. She is almost like your daughter. She is almost like your daughter. It is very, very unfortunate that you decided to kill your own sister. Stri Hatya, Mahapatakam. Don't indulge in Stri Hatya. How do you know Stri Hatya is Mahapatakam? Even if a woman makes any number of mistakes, you should not kill her. You should punish her, but not kill her. How do you know? Even during the time of Rama, ladies better be careful. Rama, the great hero. You know who is the first victim? Tataka. The first one to die in the hands of the great hero Rama is Tataka. You know who is Krishna's first victim? Putana. Yeah, Bhagavan doesn't care whether you're a woman or not. If you are bad, that's it. During the Vishwamitra's Yajnam, when Rama was there to protect, 6 days Yajnam went on. The last day, Purnahuti, the demons appeared. Tataka started pouring blood, urine, everything into the Homakundam. Vishwamitra said, Rama, shoot her. Rama was hesitating. Such a great hero. First victim shoot at a woman. No way, Rama did not shoot. Then Vishwamitra gave him a big episode. Rama, yes, according to Dharma, a woman should not be killed. But the woman gets bad. There is no other alternative except to kill her. Kill her. Still Rama did not kill. Then he gave an example. Shukracha, Bhrugu Maharshi, once upon a time, Mahalakshmi in one of her incarnations appeared as Bhrugu Maharshi's daughter. That time her name is Bhargavi, correct? Bhargavi. So, Bhrugu Maharshi's wife, just like every mother-in-law. What does every mother-in-law think, Emma? What does your mother think? My son-in-law. I gave such a beautiful daughter to him. Whatever I say, my son-in-law will listen to me. Correct? Every mother-in-law thinks, my son-in-law will listen to me. Correct? That's why do you think men hate the mother-in-law? Exactly. You ask anyone, do you like your mother-in-law, sir? No, she's always bossing. She's always bossing. Same thing there also. Same thing there also. So that lady, my son-in-law Narayana, I can tell him whatever I want. The Rakshasas, they do all nasty things to the Devatas. When Narayana is about to kill them, they will go and hide behind Bhrugu Maharshi's wife. And she says, oh, when somebody cares and begs you, the lady just is there in cloud 9. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you protection. Why? Narayana is my son-in-law. I can tell him, don't kill, he'll stay there. That's all. So, she did the same thing hundreds of times. Narayana got fed up. He gave her finally a warning. Please, you are sheltering criminals. These are Rakshasas. They are not worth your protection. Just move aside. I have to kill them. What will the mother-in-law say, Ma? What will the mother-in-law say then? Come on. Prestige issue, right? If you have to kill them, you have to kill me first. Correct? Prestige issue, right? If you have to kill them, you have to kill me first. You know what Narayana said? So be it. That's it. So be it. And Narayana sent the Sudarshan Chakra. And it cut off her head. Bhrugu Maharshi got very angry. Now that you killed my wife, he did not say he did not realize what mistake she made. Now that you killed my wife, without a wife, I cannot do the Auposana, etc., Agnikaryams that are mandatory of a Grahastha. Now that you deprived me of your house, I am cursing you. You will also be deprived of your wife. He said. Narayana smiled and said, don't worry. I will use that also for my own advantage. And that is why he used that curse of Bhrugu Maharshi during that 1 year period when Sita was abducted by Ravana. There's a lot of connection in the Vedic literature like that. So when Vishwamitra narrated this incident, then only Rama shot the arrow and killed Tataka. Now come back to Vasudeva narrates the same thing. Under any circumstances, a woman should not be killed. That too, your own sister. That too, a newly married bride. You are worried about the eighth son. I promise you, just leave her alone. Whatever children I get, immediately I'll bring the children. You kill the children. You are afraid of death from the eighth son of Devaki, but not directly from Devaki. And Vasudeva is having a great reputation. He is called Anaka Dundubhi. You know, Vasudeva had another name. That name is Anaka Dundubhi. When Vasudeva was born, the whole universe was so happy. From the clouds, Devatas started beating the trumpets and saying, what a person who will stick to the truth, and what a Mahatma where Bhagavan will appear as his son. So, because the Swarga Dundubi means trumpets, were blaring from the heavens, he is called Anaka Dundubi. And Kamsa knows Vasudeva is a man of his word. So based on that guarantee of Vasudeva, he left them. Good. Vasudeva, Devaki, they were there. They got their first son. Exactly true to his name. Vasudeva took the newborn baby, just born, not even 10 minutes. Gave to Kamsa. Here is my firstborn, kill him. Kamsa was shocked. Will there be anybody like this who will stick to the word they have given? And that too the firstborn, and that too within 10 minutes? He said, I'm so happy with your loyalty, with your integrity. Anyway, my death is not from the first child. My death is from the eighth child. Take him back. Yeah, he let him go. Then what happened? Exactly, Narada. My goodness, if this Kamsa is so good like this, he is a Papa Karma has come to fructification, then only he can be put to death. If you commit bhagavata apacharam, or gohatya, or brahmana hatya, entire punya karma will come to zero. Even though Ravana abducted Sita for 1 year, why Rama waited? His punya karma has to come to zero. Only when Pativrata like Sita is hurt, even though Prahlada is a Bhagavata, on the very first day itself, Narsimha would have come and killed. Why? Hiranyakashipu's punya karma has to come to zero. How? By doing Bhagavata Apacharam to Prahlada. Same thing. Kamsa in the previous birth, Kala Nemi. So much of tapasya. Narada comes. Stupid fellow, you are leaving that newborn child. Do you know one thing? You are Kalanemi in your previous birth. Narayana tricked you and killed you. Do you think who are these Nanda, Yashoda, Vasudeva, Devaki, all these people? They are all Devi Devatas. How can you believe that? He said, Devaki's eighth child you heard. Is there a guarantee? Don't you know Narayana can play tricks? He tricked you. He tricked you by saying that eighth child will give you. Who knows? He may change his plan. Who knows? He may have been born as the first child himself. Enough, right? Already he is a mad fellow. And for that, enough of fuel is added. That's it. Immediately he realized, oh, I am Kalanemi. Narayana tricked me and killed me. Now he is going to come. He may change his plan. That's it. Rushed back to the palace. Put Vasudeva and Devaki in the jail. House arrest. Grabbed the newborn baby. You know, nasty, nasty way of killing. You know, are you from villages in India? In villages, when the clothes are dirty, some people, they come and they take all the dirty clothes, they take them to the lake, and then they just dip them in the water in the lake, then squeeze them, they keep a stone there and keep on beating on them until all the dirt comes out. Exactly like that. This fellow comes in their own one bedroom or one room cell jail. Have you gone to Mathura, anyone of you, ma? If you have gone to Mathura, you can see the place where Krishna was born. It is just maybe at the most a 15 feet by 15 feet room with a platform, some 8 feet by 6 feet platform. Over there, in front of the parents, he will keep a stone hold the newborn baby by the feet and they this smash the head on the stone. And the blood splattered all over the place, all over the walls, including the parents. Kill the baby and go. You know what is absolute faith in Bhagavan? The parents who have seen their firstborn just killed brutally in front of their eyes have to get ready to give birth to the next son within 1 year. Why? Let this fellow kill any number of children. My eighth child will be Narayana himself. My eighth child will kill this fellow. We have that kind of a faith in Narayana. And in spite of their witnessing the most ghastly scene of their own newborn head smashed on a head, on a stone, and the blood splattering all over them, they get ready for giving birth to the next child. Second year, another child. Same fate. 6 newborn kids are killed like that. Devaki's 6 newborn babies, not 1 or 2. Year after year, year after year, year after year. Now, Devaki is expecting the 7th child. That is where the divine play started. Over in Vaikuntham, Sriman Narayana invokes his Yoga Maya, divine power. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi. Exactly. That Yoga Maya, divine Maya of Krishna, is no way you can overcome. Only by doing absolute Sharanagati, you can overcome Maya. So we are talking about Yoga Maya and you come there, right, Amma? Good, Amma. So exactly like that, Krishna, Narayana invokes his Yoga Maya and tells Yoga Maya, the 7th pregnancy of Devaki is none other than Adishesha. This child cannot be killed. This Vasudeva had another wife, Rohini, who is in Nanda Gokulam under the protection of Nanda. And she is visiting her husband, Vasudeva, because it is only house arrest. So look at the technology. For Narayana, nothing is impossible. Make an embryo transfer from the womb of Devaki into the womb of Rohini. Everybody will think Devaki had a miscarriage and Rohini has conceived. Nobody will find fault with her because she was visiting her husband. Good. Rohini will deliver that baby, none other than Adisesha as Balarama. For the 8th pregnancy of Devaki, I myself will appear as a son. You, Yogamaya, go there and be born as the daughter of Yashoda. I will come to the mother where you are born. You will come to the mother where I am born. Therefore, you are almost like my de facto sister. And people will worship you with the 14 names. Amba, Shambhavi, Bhadrakali, Uma, Katyayini, Gauri, Narayani, Kanyaka, Narayani, Kanyaka, Vaishnavi, etc. 14 names. 11 forms of Rudra. You will get united with Rudra in 11 forms as Parvati, etc. In 3 forms, you will remain a spinster as a Kanyaka, Vaishnavi, Narayani. You are not married. Except moksham, sarva kamya varaprade. Except moksham, you will be the most powerful one. You can grant any boon. Literally speaking, after Narayana, you know who is the most powerful person? Durga. Except moksham, you can give anything. People will worship you. That Yogamaya said, Prabhu, dhanyosmi. After so long, you gave me an assignment. I feel it as a blessing you gave me this assignment. Your order will be carried. So saying, Yogamaya came. That's it. Highest technology. In vitro fertilizations, embryo transfers. Got it? Yeah. Their technology is beyond our imagination. Yogamaya made an embryo transfer from the womb of Devaki to that of Rohini. Everybody thought Devaki had a miscarriage. Rohini conceived, delivered wonderful child, Balarama. For the 8th pregnancy, Narayana possessed Vasudeva. Narayana literally possessed Vasudeva. Kamsa looked at Vasudeva. He was glowing with a divine effulgence. He thought, that's it, something strange is happening. And that divine effulgence from the mind of Vasudeva was transferred into the womb of Devaki. That is how they describe. So Bhagavan Sriman Narayana entered the womb of Devaki. And as Devaki has conceived, every day Kamsa used to come and visit because this is the eighth pregnancy. And he was literally scared to death. This Devaki's body is there glowing. That means definitely Narayana is going to be born. He wanted even to kill Devaki when she was expecting. Then immediately he was advised, Sri Hatya Mahapatakam, that too a pregnant woman, that too your sister, that too under house arrest. No way. You will be just ending up in unimaginable hell. So he stopped. And he was just waiting and waiting. As Devaki was expecting the baby, Brahmadi Devatas, Brahma, Rudra, Indra, everyone came to the jailhouse and were doing the pradakshinas to Devaki and glorifying her. Mata Devaki Devi, you have become Vaikuntham. Wherever there is Narayana, that is called Vaikuntham. Now that Narayana is in your embryo, as embryo in your embryo sac as the fetus. He is none other than Narayana. So you have become Vaikuntham. We came to pray, we came to pay our respects to the Sriman Narayana, who is going to incarnate, who is going to help all the Devi Devatas. You know, Devaki, out of her own feminine fears, she used to beg the Devatas, please, 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 you are Brahma, you are Rudra, you are Indra, will you please bless my child? At least this time, this child should not be killed. Brahma, Rudra, Indra confessed. It is not we are going to bless your child. It is your child who is going to save us. He is Artatrana Parayana. He is Adinarayana. He is Apara Karunambudhi. He is the one who is incarnating. So blessed. And when the time came, Shravana Masam, the month of Shravana, Krishna Paksham, Ashtami Tithi, midnight. Krishna Paksham, Ashtami, the moon rises only in the midnight. Bhagavan Sriman Narayana appeared. Devaki went into labor, that's all. But she did not deliver. Sriman Narayana appeared there as a 10 feet tall, 10 feet tall, with the four hands, Shankha Chakra Gada Padmas, with Pitambaram, with Vaijayanti Mala, with the Srivatsam on his Vakshastara. Can you deliver a 10 feet tall baby? You yourself are not 10 feet. Even for 6 pounds baby, you struggle. If the baby is 7 pounds, 8 pounds, you know how much you go through, and the doctors will say, no, 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 fetal distress, only C-section, that's all. You know that, right? Whereas here, 10 feet tall Sriman Narayana. Vasudeva, prostrated, started glorifying Sriman Narayana. Devaki Devi, prostrated, started glorifying Narayana. Then Devaki Devi begged him, Krishna, Sriman Narayana, please withdraw your form, withdraw your form, become a normal baby. This Kamsa is a Rakshasa. Who knows he will hurt you? Please withdraw your form. Devaki Devi begged him. So on Devaki Devi's request, Sriman Narayana became a baby. But before becoming the baby, Sriman Narayana revealed to her, Mata Devaki, this is the last time I am going to be born to you as my parents. This is not the first time I am born to you. In the very beginning, during the Manvantaram of Swayambhuva Manu, Swayambhuva Manvantaram, your husband was called the Prajapati Sutapa, and you were called Pushni that time. When Brahmadeva asked you to give birth to the Jivatmas, instead of resorting to giving birth to babies just like any wife and husband, you meditated and did tapasya on me. You know for what? 12,000 divine years. Those days they lived up to that long. In the present Kali Yuga only, we are the unfortunate ones who can live maximum 120 years. During Krishna's time, they could live up to 1200 years. During Rama's time, full lifespan, 120,000 years. Yeah, Treta Yuga, full lifespan was 120,000 years. Can't believe? You know how old is Dasharatha when he got children? Dasharatha didn't have children for a long time. So, finally when he got children, how old is Dasharatha? 60,000 years old. No big deal. Age 50, he has a child. Middle-aged man having a child. 120,000 years you live. 60,000 middle-aged man having a child. That's all. Dasharatha was 60,000 years old. So for them, 12,000 years of tapasya is nothing. Just like that. You live for 100 years. 5 years primary school. 7 years high school, 12 years, 4 years BTech, 16, 2 years MTech, 18, 4 years PhD, 22 years, nearly 1/5 of your lifetime you spent as a student, right? Same thing, 120,000 years they live. So 1/5, 12,000, 24,000 years, easily they could do tapasya. For 12,000 years you did tapasya, not even eating food sometimes. Just eating, not even hurting a plant, only the leaves that fell down, you ate and you did tapasya. I was so pleased, appeared before you, asked you what you want. Because you were craving for children, because Brahma asked you to have children. In your anxiety, you said, give us a child like you, like you, like you. I said, enough, you already asked 3 times. Like me, natvat samo abhi adhika kutonyah lokatrayepya pratima prabhava. You remember? Krishna said, there is nobody like me. There is nobody like me. There is nobody equal to me. Therefore, I myself have to be born to you. The first time I am born to you as a Prishni Garbha. We don't have that many details what Bhagavan did as a Prishni Garbha and Sutapa's son. Second time, the same Sutapa and Prishni became Kashyapa and Aditi. I am born to you as Vamana. This is the third time Mother Devaki, and this is the last time I'm appearing, and this is also the last birth for you. After this, you will come back to Vaikuntham to serve me over there. So saying, Krishna became a small baby. Immediately Vasudeva thought, this is a Sriman Narayana. This child cannot be killed. I must take the baby out. That's it. He took the baby. All the shackles that are there, they just broke loose. All the jail doors that were locked were open. All the security guards guarding just fell asleep. He came out. When Bhagavan appeared, the whole universe was so happy. It was mid Krishna Paksham Ashtami. Just then moon is rising, not half the moon. It was looking like a full moon, lighting up the path for Vasudeva. Devatas were showering flowers. Those flowers were dropping as raindrops. Immediately, Adisesha comes and spreads his hood over Krishna and Vasudeva's head. Now, Yamuna is to be crossed, a distance of 15 kilometers from Madhura to Nandagokulam. 15 kilometers he has to walk. He has to cross the river Yamuna. Whom do you like, Rama or Krishna? I know, Jag mein hai do sundar naam, chahe Ram ka ho, chahe Sham ka ho. Whom do you like, Rama or Krishna? Of course you like Rama. When Rama has to cross the ocean to go to Lanka and construct and kill Ravana, he has to construct the bridge. When Vasudeva has to cross the river Yamuna, Yamuna was just in floods, rainy season, Shravana Masam, floods. Not only that, you know who is Yamuna? Who is Yamuna? None other than Kalindi, going to marry Krishna. What will happen when a young girl sees her would-be for the first time? She was so ecstatic. Yamuna was even swelling because her would-be is coming. The river is just swelling. Vasudeva did not even think of anything, just walked into the water. Little Krishna knows, wanted to bless his would-be Yamuna. As a river, she is called Yamuna. As a person, she is called Kalindi. Yamuna, daughter of Surya. Surya had children with his wife Usha or Sagnya. You know who is the boy? Yamadharmaraja. And the sister, Yamuna, daughter Yamuna. Kalindi. Krishna, the small basket Vasudeva is carrying, just dangled his feet from the knee and touched the water. The minute Krishna's feet touched the water, Yamuna, who was swelling, felt so blessed, just bifurcated into two and allowed Vasudeva to pass through. Would be father-in-law, right? Would be father-in-law. Krishna is Krishna. Right from the time, everything is divine. No match at all for Krishna. Over there, Emma, Pilalunara, normal delivery or C-section, Emma? It is none of my business, but for a reason I'm asking. Normal delivery or C-section, Emma? You know, Emma, normal delivery or C-section? Normal delivery. You know how many hours you spent in labor? Some people 3 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, and you know all the labor pains. Imagine, in spite of going through all that labor pain, over there, Yashoda, no doctors, no anesthesia, no C-section, no epidural. You know all these things, right? தெரியுமா? எல்லாம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்களா? Epidural, C-section, anesthesia, right? None of them. After so much of labor pains and delivering, can you imagine everybody becoming unconscious over there in Nandagokulam? Okay, you delivered the baby, you went to the labor pain, you were unconscious, understandable. But in the villages, when somebody is delivering, you know, at least 4 or 5 ladies all around will come, hold her hand, it's okay, you can do it, keep pushing, right? Even when you go to the hospital, the nurse will say the same thing first. You can do it, come on, keep pushing. But only when you cannot, only when there is fetal distress, then only the doctors will intervene and do the C-section, right? So what happened to the neighboring ladies? There were so many ladies there, right? Coming and holding the hands of Yashoda. Everybody, the menfolk, the ladies, Yashoda, everybody was in deep sleep. Nobody knows. Forget about that. When a stranger comes into a village, what do you expect in the middle of the night, Amma? Even the dogs will start barking, right? Krishna is coming. Not even one dog barked. Everybody was asleep. Can you imagine Vasudeva coming, keeping Krishna over there, and the baby girl delivered by Yashoda? Vasudeva picks up and goes. Good. You delivered a baby. What is the first thing you do when the baby is delivered? Is it a boy or a girl? Is it not what everybody will ask? Is it not what everybody around will look for? Is it a boy or a girl? Now, Yashoda delivered, and nobody knows whether Yashoda delivered a boy or a girl. Can you imagine that? Because by the time Vasudeva left the place and took the baby girl and the boy is there, everybody woke up. Then they said, Yemi punya phalamo inta pudduka varta vintimi, mana Yashoda chinni magavani gananata, suchi vattamuraramma sudatulara. Could you see the gopikas there without their knowledge what they say? They did not say a little baby boy. They say Magavani Kananata. That Magavadu can means a male baby or could be the would-be husband also. They did not say directly a boy, a baby boy. They said a gentleman. Our Yashoda gave birth to a gentleman, would-be husband. When so many people are around, even when Nanda, the minute that baby is born, what is the first question the father will ask Amma? The nurse or the baby or the midwives or the lady? Is it a boy or a girl, right? Nobody knows. And Vasudeva nicely goes back, and again Yamuna bifurcates. Vasudeva walks in, gives the baby girl to Devaki, and again handcuffs are back on. Jail doors are locked, and these people will wake up. Over there, until Vasudeva left with the baby girl and kept Krishna there, nobody even knew. That is Vishnu Maya. Every second of Krishna's life is Matta Parataram Nanyat Mai Sarvamidam Protam. Exactly. There is none even equal to Krishna. Why talk about somebody superior to Krishna? That is Krishna Tattva. Everybody, he comes back, Vasudeva, pretends as though nothing happened. And celebrations are going on in Nanda Gokulam. Neti Vasantamuladri. When you are happy, what do you do, ma? Holy, what do you do? Color water sprinkling on everyone. Over there, they were just Nanda Gokulam. Everybody has. You know how many cows Nanda had? 10 lakhs of them, a million cows. 10 lakhs of cows. How much milk, how much yogurt, how much ghee. So literally, they were taking showers and spraying ghee on everyone and enjoying the celebration. And over here, Vasudeva in a jail could not even think of doing anything. In his ecstasy that he got a son, in his mind he prayed, the minute I come out of the jail, 10,000 cows I will do Godanam to Brahmanas, he thought. 10,000 cows. That's it. The baby girl started crying. Good. All the security guards came back to their consciousness. No more sleep. They woke up. Ran and informed Kamsa. The minute Kamsa heard, by the time it was almost dawn, imagine from midnight till 5 a.m. You know how many miles Vasudeva walked? 15 kilometers to go, 15 kilometers to come. 30 kilometers he covered in a matter of 5 hours. See how fast he should have walked. Is it humanly possible in the middle of the night with a newborn baby in your hands? In the night, all alone, there is rain. That is divine power. 6 kilometers an hour even, and has to come back. Good. Kamsa came, tried to grab the baby girl. Devaki was begging, please, please. If it is a son, you have death through my 8th child who is a son. But this is a baby girl. Why do you want to kill a baby girl? You know what she even went to? She will be your niece. I promise you, I will give this daughter to you as your daughter-in-law. Because there they can marry paternal aunts, daughters, So I will even give this girl in marriage to your son. Be merciful and don't kill. But demons are demons. Kamsa did not hear. Grabbed the baby girl, used his own unimaginable, ghastly trick, holding the baby girl by the feet and trying to smash the head on the stone. That's it. When he tried to do like this, lift and then smash, by the time it came up to here, the baby girl slipped from his hands and jumped into the sky and became Bhadrakali with 8 hands, with all the weapons, and just laughed at Kamsa. Stupid fellow Kamsa. Where you, where me, Yogamaya? You think you can kill me? No way. But remember, my Lord, my Master, who is going to kill you, has already appeared. I don't know why they have to announce all these things. Over there, BBC or CNN, Kamsa, you are taking your sister. The 8th child is going to kill. Directly, this Bhadrakali could have gone, right? Idiot, you cannot kill me, and she could have gone. But my Master, my Lord, who is going to kill you, has already appeared. And that's it. Kamsa pretended he is repenting. He begged Devaki and Vasudeva, Daiva Maya, I'm a victim to Maya. Unnecessarily, I kept you in the jail. I killed 6 of your children. You delivered a baby girl. That baby girl said, the boy is born somewhere else. So I made a mistake. Forgive me, forgive me. He released from the jail. Then again, Narada comes and says, why are you believing all these things? Somewhere somebody is born. That's it. Again, Vasudeva and Devaki under house arrest. Immediately, Kamsa called for a meeting of all his friends. Banasura, Shakatasura, Vyomasura, Putana, Rakshasis. Yogamaya, Bhadrakali revealed the person who is going to kill me is already born. So what shall we do? Everybody came up with a plan. Let us go and burn all the villages. Let us kill all newborn babies. Because one of them will be Krishna. Let us kill. Over there, the celebrations. Yemi nomu phalamu, inta puddaka varta vintimi, mana yashoda chinni magavani karinata, suchi vattamuramma sudadulara. The Nanda Gokulam was an ecstasy. Nanda Maharaja did thousands and thousands of cows as Godhanam to the Brahmanas. People are celebrating. They gave nice bath to Krishna. They kept Krishna in the cradle. Jojo Kamala Dalekshana, Jojo Mugaraja Madhya, the Supreme Lord Sriman Narayana, eternally enjoying his Yoga Nidra on the bed of Adisesha, now started enjoying how to sleep in the womb of a mother, in the lap of a mother, how to sleep wrapped in simple clothes, to the pleasant singing of the Gopikas. Celebration after celebration. Rohini, Yashoda, pampering the little born Krishna. Krishna is just 1 month old only, 1 month old. Over there, Putana got ready. I am a woman. I have easy access to any baby. I will go and kill all the children in the neighborhood. Started smearing poison on her breast. Started feeding all the babies in the neighborhood. One after one were killed. Finally, even she came to Nanda Gokulam. You know what the people of Nanda Gokulam thought? This Putana disguised as the most beautiful woman and came. You know what the people of Nanda Gokulam thought? Now that Krishna is born, could this Krishna be Narayana? Is Mahalakshmi coming searching for Narayana? To that extent, Putana disguised herself as a beautiful woman, that the people of Nanda Gokulam mistook her as a Sri Mahalakshmi coming there. Krishna pretended to be sleeping. He looked at Putana. Thank you, Vindhyavali, for coming. You know who is Putana? Hello. You are having Krishna in your lap. Have some positive thinking. If you think negative thinking, he may say Tadhastu. When Bhagavan became Vamana, 8-year-old cute little boy, chanting the Vedas, mantras, came innocently to Balichakravarti and said, can you give me 3 foot of land, please? His own wife, Vindhyavali, Balichakravarti's wife, thought, how fortunate will I be if only this child is my son. I could feed him my own milk. She was thinking in her mind, looking at a nice child. Vamana Swami heard, Tadhastu, so be it. Accepted 3 feet of land, became Trivikrama, occupied up to Brahmalokam, no place for the 3rd foot, kept it on Balichakravarti's head and pushed him to Sutalalokam. Devoted wife, Vindhyavali. Scoundrel, you came like a little boy, asked for 3 feet of land, my husband gave, occupied all the 3 words, now you are trying to hurt my husband, how much I wish I could kill you. Devoted wife, how much I wish I could kill you. Vamana heard, Tadhastu, so be it. So Krishna took pity on her. Poor lady, why 2 birds for that? One to feed me, another to kill me. Okay, 2 in 1. Come this time. Come as a mother to feed me your milk. Come as a mother to feed me with poison on your breast. Good. She came. Even though Yashoda, Rohini said, no. Putana said, you don't know anything. You just delivered. What do you know about a baby? I have a lot of experience. Baby is hungry. Should you not feed him? You don't worry. I will feed him. Saying, shouting at them, she grabbed Krishna from their lap. She says, Krishna, who can feed you, Krishna? I am the only one who can feed you. Bring some milk from me, Krishna. Then I will see how you are. Then I will see how I am. Krishna smiled. Just Krishna had only 2 sips, that's all. 2 sips, that's all. With the 2 sips, not only the poison, even the life of Putana, Krishna squeezed out of her. That's it. Putana was crying, shouting at the top of her voice, leave me, I am dying. She was screaming at the top of her voice. The whole Nanda Gokulam thought, what is happening here? Everybody came rushing. That's it. Putana fell down dead. When she fell down dead, The most beautiful form she came in as Mahalakshmi disappeared. She became the unimaginable demon. And you know how big was the dead body of Putana? 1.5 miles long. 1.5 miles long. Actually, it is Amada. Amada means 2 miles. 1.5 miles means 3 miles long. 3 miles long when she fell down. All the trees got even crushed and she fell down like that. Everybody was shocked. Krishna, like a little baby, was playing in between her two breasts, as though a baby is crawling between two mountains. That was Krishna. Everybody thought, what is this? She came like a beautiful lady, Mahalakshmi. Is she the demon? Is she the one? 3 miles long dead body, getting trees are crushed. Krishna, just like that, playing over there. Yashoda, Rohini, grabbed the child. What do? You do drishti when something happens. So Yashoda and Rohini brought a calf and a cow, held the tail and was doing drishti. And what do you call? In Tamil, they call Tirumani Kapu. Tirumani Kapu means for protection. This Tiruman is for protection. So immediately they brought the cow down and started putting Keshavaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Vishnavaya Namaha, Vasudaya Namaha, Trivikramaya Namaha, Vamanaya Namaha, Sridharaya Namaha, Rishikesha Namaha, Padmanabhaya Namaha. So one lady was taking the cow tail and was doing the drishti around Krishna. Another lady was taking the cow dung and putting Keshava Narayana Tiruman for Krishna. Krishna was just enjoying. Was just enjoying. Over there, when a new baby is born, 1 month-old baby, Kamsa is the king. Nanda is a local chief, Nanda Gokulam chief. They have to pay taxes. Every month they have to go and pay taxes. Every year they have to go and pay taxes. He being, the good olden days, they used to have a village tax collecting officer. Some people call as Karanam or Munsif or something. So that was his job as a village chief. So he went to Mathura to pay his taxes to Kamsa. After paying taxes, he just wanted to meet Vasudeva also. Now, question to you. Of all the people, why did Vasudeva wanted to leave his son Krishna with Nanda?
They were friends.
Friend. Anything more than that? Not only friend, he is a brother. Why? Vasudeva's father Shurasena. Shurasena's son is Vasudeva through a Kshatriya wife. Shurasena had another wife who is a businesswoman, Vaishya, businesswoman. And the son born to that Vaishya woman for Shurasena is Nanda. Literally, Nanda and Vasudeva grew up together. And Vasudeva knows his half-brother Nanda is a very kind-hearted person. That is why, because of the affinity and friendship he had, he left his son Krishna with Nanda. Otherwise, Vasudeva had 18 other wives also. He could have left. But of all the people, because he literally grew up with Nanda, because Vasudeva is the Kshatriya Kanta's son, and Nanda is the Vaishya Kanta's son. Krushi Gauraksha Vanijyam Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam. For a Vaishya, Gorakshana is part of the profession. So that's why Nanda is taking care of the cows, 10 lakhs of cows, million cows. So half-brother, best friend. So Nanda also visited Vasudeva after paying the taxes in Mathura. Vasudeva overheard the plan of Kamsa and others to kill all the newborn babies. Vasudeva hugged Nanda, I'm happy, I'm happy. Indirectly he inquired, is Revati's son doing good? Balarama, he's your new boy. He didn't say your son, is your new boy Krishna. Is he doing good? Because he knows he is his son. Then immediately he said, enough, enough, enough. Rush back to Nanda Gokulam, rush back to Nanda Gokulam. Any calamity may happen. Because he already overheard the plan of Kamsa and others. Rush back, rush back. Nanda was wondering why this man is saying rush back, rush back. I came with so much of affection to meet him. He's my half-brother, friend, best friend. All right, Vasudeva said. So Krishna went back. Nanda went back. By the time Nanda reached there, he could not believe the whole Nanda Gokulam assembled around this dead Putana. They were making plan after plan how to burn this dead body. 3 miles long stretch. If you set fire, the whole Nanda Gokulam may catch fire with a forest fire. So they all brought the hacksas and the axes to cut the body into pieces, put them all together at one place, dump it, and set fire. As Nanda came, he was shocked to see this ghastly scene. And as they set fire to the dead body, generally dead bodies, burning flesh will give a stinking smell. But because of Krishna's Padasparsha, because Krishna is taking the milk, Putana was giving out Chandana Parimalam as her body was set on fire. You know what Mahatma Vedavyasa says? Krishna, when you gave such an exalted state to Putana, who came even to feed her milk and, by the way, to kill you, what kind of a status are you going to give to Yashoda? What kind of status are you going to give to Devaki? So Krishna had so many mothers. The birth mother, Devaki, foster mother, Yashoda, and poisoned mother, Putana. Krishna is Krishna. So he is dead. Putana is dead. Now, not even 15 kilometers, right? Big king comes, a stupid fellow. Can't he find out what happened to Putana? No. Another 5 months have gone by. So Kamsa started worrying. What happened to Putana? What happened? Nobody knows. Then he sent Shakatasura. Yashoda was busy. Krishna was only 6 months baby. Knows how to move around, his feet and hands, just kicking his feet like this. She has a big function, feeding all the guests. So she was doing outdoor feeding. It was a bit warm and sunny. So there is a big cart over there. She spread some sheets under the cart in the shade and kept Krishna there. The Rakshasa Shakatasura came and just got into that cart. He was waiting for an opportunity so that he will just collapse and all that hard wood will fall on Krishna and he will die. Krishna knew. Just smile. Good. Welcome. My victim number 2. Get ready. As though he was kicking his feet. Just kicked. Little Krishna lying down on the floor. The leg stretches all the way 3 feet above to kick the cart, and the cart goes nearly 1 mile into the sky. And as it is falling, that Shakatasura got his real form. Like a huge demon, he fell on the ground, just was bleeding to death. Nanda thought, something unimaginable is happening here. Something unimaginable is happening here. No, something is not right. Something is not right. Now Krishna, 1 year has completed. Krishna started to walk. Krishna became 2 years. That is when he assembled all his friends and started invading every house in Nanda Gokulam. Every Gopika wants to come and hug Krishna, kiss Krishna. Nadhasya Nanda Bhavani Navanita Natyam. When Krishna was 1 year old, you know what the Gopikas used to do? Just like you, I'll give you a chocolate. Will you sing? She will start singing, like that. Another lady will come and say, I'll give you a chocolate. Will you dance? She will dance. Exactly every Gopika came to Krishna. Krishna, I'll give you some butter. Will you dance for me? Nadhasya Nanda Bhavane Navanita Natyam. For the sake of just 1 ball of butter, Krishna used to dance before them and entertain them. They'll say, nice, Krishna. They will hug him, kiss him. Okay, here is your butter, eat it. 2 years old. So you people made me dance. Now I will make you dance. He collected all his friends, will enter everybody's house. Krishna is taking their butter, yogurt. They even tried to hang from the ceiling, such a great height. Krishna will bring a grinding mortar and again wooden planks. Make another fellow stand on that. On his shoulders, another fellow. On his shoulders will climb. Can't reach. Take a stone and hit it. As the yogurt is falling down, everybody will open their mouth and drink. Krishna will call hundreds of monkeys. Ramavatara, all the Vanaras that helped him became here. He wanted to pay them back. He will just give lots and lots of butter to the monkeys. By the time the Gopikas come, you know what say? Stupid butter. Is this the way you make butter? See, even a monkey will not eat. He will take the butter and throw it. The monkey will think he's eating, they will run away. See, your butter, even a monkey is not eating. Do you think I'll come for that? Any number of things, the houses are locked, Krishna can enter. Unimaginable are the activities of Krishna. At that time, Balarama got jealous of Krishna because including his own mother, Rohini, is pampering Krishna more than himself. And Krishna was playing. Balarama came and complained to Mother Yashoda. Krishna is eating dirt. That's it. Yashoda got an opportunity. Why do you eat dirt? Are you hungry? Am I not feeding you? Why do you have to eat dirt? Krishna started, Amma, Mannu Dinangane Shishivino, Akuntino, Verrino, Nammanzudaku Viri Matalu, Madid Danivu Kotanga Viri Margamu Katinjiri, Kadini, Madiyasya Gandham Magranamu Jesi, Na Vachanamul Tappaina Dandimpave. Mom, you don't know one thing. This Balarama is a sadist. You people are pampering me. He is jealous of that. He wants somehow or other that you should beat me. So that is why he concocted all these stories. Never believe them. You don't believe me? I will open my mouth. You smell my mouth. If I eat dirt, it will smell. It will give the smell of dirt. You tell me. Krishna opened his mouth. Yashoda saw the entire Vishwarupam, including the entire Nanda Gokulam, including herself, including her husband Nanda, including all the people. Not only that, all the 14 worlds. She was just thinking, Kalayo, Vaishnava Mayayo, Hitara Sankalparthamo, Yashoda Devine Kano, Balundekada, ఈతని ముఖస్తంభై అజాండంబు ప్రజ్వలమై యుండుటకు ఏమి హేతువు మహాశ్చర్యంబు చింతింపగన్. Am I dreaming? Is this Vaishnava Maya? First of all, am I Yashoda myself? Is something happening beyond my imagination? She could not believe. Where after all a little boy, not even 2, and where the Vishwarupam in his mouth, Ajandambu prajvalamai yundutakei hetuvu. Aja, Brahmandam, the Brahmandam with the 14 universes, 7 Urdhalokas, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, Brahmalokas, 7 Adholokas, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patadalokas, 14 worlds in this Brahmandam, where this little child cannot even believe. Immediately she thought, this Krishna is not my son. He is Paramatma. He is Paramatma. I should prostrate to him. No. Krishna wanted to enjoy. Come on, mom, if you make me God and keep me in the altar, then how am I going to enjoy my games with you? In a few days, you have to tie me up with a rope also. So if I am Bhagavan, how are you going to tie me up? No. That's it. With one wave, Krishna said, Mom, I'm hungry, Mom. That's it. That one word, I'm hungry, Mom, is enough to melt any mother. Oh my God, how stupid I am, how stupid I am. I didn't even know that you're hungry. I didn't even feed you. That's it. Come, Kanna. That's it. She started feeding. Now Krishna is enjoying. Now, how many times you think Krishna showed Vishwarupam to his mother? Not once, 2 times. One day Yashoda was feeding Krishna her own milk. As a mother, she knows how heavy are her breasts. Unable to bear the pain, she dragged Krishna and was feeding. Krishna was drinking. Even Yashoda felt, my God, Krishna drank so much milk. Will he get indigestion? Because she could know, she could easily feel how much milk she could have had. My God, he drank so much. Will he get indigestion? Krishna wanted to show, my dear mother, after all, I might have taken at the most 1 liter of milk. Look at me. Krishna pretended to be yawning. Oh, like yawning. While yawning, Yashoda saw one more time in the stomach of Krishna all the 14 words. After all, 1 liter of milk. Is it enough to feed the millions of jivatmas that are there? I have to take care of my dear mom. That is Krishna's mercy to Yashoda. Not once, 2 times Vishwarupam was shown. And second year, things are happening. Trunavarta, another demon came. Like a whirlwind, everybody is playing. This time that Trunavarta Rakshasa came as a whirlwind, just like a, what do you call it? Tornado. Just like a tornado. And carried Krishna all the way into the sky. Krishna thought, let me see how far you can take me. Take me. I want to have an aerial view. But Krishna started becoming heavy and heavy and heavy. And Trunavarta could no longer take him. Unable to bear the weight of Krishna, just Trunavarta fell down with a big splash, died. Krishna was still on his chest playing. That's it. Nanda consulted with all the elders. Enough of calamities in this Gokulam. Putana, Shakatasura, Trunavarta. No, it is no longer safe for us to stay here. Can we move? That is when the elders have decided. From Nanda Gokulam, why not we go to Vrindavan, where there is Govardhanagiri, where there is enough of farmland, where our cows can have beautiful grass and we can have peaceful life. Because from Nanda Gokulam, Vrindavan is another 10 kilometers away. So let us go there and let us settle there. Now the whole camp shifted to Vrindavan. And Krishna's just games with all the gopikas went beyond their imagination. That's it. They started to complain. One day, one gopika caught hold of Krishna taking butter from her house. That's it. She held Krishna by her hand, was dragging. Come, I will tell your mom and complain. Krishna was smiling. That lady brought all the way to Yashoda and said, look, your son, he came to my house and eating all the butter. Over there, Yashoda had already Krishna next to her. Yashoda started laughing. That Gopikas, why are you laughing when I brought Krishna? Hello, my Krishna is here. Look whom you have brought. That Gopika brought her own son. That Gopika brought her own son. She felt ashamed. How could this happen? I brought Krishna. Yashoda said, shut up. My Krishna is with me. You are playing dirty games with me. Get lost. That Gopika was put to shame. Krishna was just taunting her. Now you know how I can play games with you. Unimaginable Krishna's mischief with the Gopikas. They came, not one, not two. Thousands of them came, started complaining. Yashoda, we can no longer bear the atrocities of your Krishna. Oyamma nee kumarudu maayindlanu paalu perugu mananidamma poyada mekkadi kairinu maayannala sodapulana manjulavani. Yashoda, if you want us, tell us, we will leave this Vrindavan and go somewhere else. But we cannot bear all the tricks played by your Krishna. Why? Look at this. He will eat butter in one house. He will put all the pots in the neighbor's house. And the neighbors keep fighting that they are stealing butter from their house. And Krishna will enjoy fun. He will bring all the children, feed this much butter to all these boys. They are unable to swallow. Krishna will have fun. The other day, my girl tried to catch your Krishna. When my daughter tried to catch, my daughter-in-law tried to catch Krishna. Guess what your son said? Hello, forget about your catching me. Can I catch you? That girl felt a little bit, shy and went away. Another day, this lady was doing the Ashwadha Pradakshinas. She did not have children. Somebody suggested, do Ashwadha Pradakshinam, you will become pregnant. Krishna came and ignorantly, nicely asked her, hello, why are you doing Pradakshinas? I don't have children. Priest suggested, I will do Pradakshinas, I can get children. Guess what your son said? Hello, don't believe that priest. Accept me as your husband. I'll give you plenty children. Is this 2-year-old Krishna? Is it the boy who talks like this? Good. Another day, Krishna came to our house, just came on in such a great speed, tried to just push us away. And I said, please don't touch me. I am in my monthly cycle. You're not supposed to touch me. Guess what your son is taunting me? What? Monthly cycle? Can you show me where you are in the monthly cycle? Is this the way a child will ask me? Good. My girl threatened your Krishna. Guess what you did? I put nicely all the flowers for my daughter and braided her hair. In the good olden days, they put all the flowers and braid. So the flowers, when they are sleeping, will get crushed. So what they do? They will just hang their braid from the bed so that it will be just hanging, so that for the next morning also they will look fresh. What did your son do? Got a calf, tied her braided hair to the tail, and just gave one slap to the calf. It started running, and my daughter was there, dragged in the streets. Is this the way your son behaves? All right. Another day, my daughter-in-law tried to catch your son. What did he do? He ate all the butter. My daughter-in-law was sleeping in the afternoon. He just came and smeared some butter on the daughter-in-law's lips. The mother-in-law came and said, you are the thief. You are eating the butter and you are throwing the blame on Krishna. And the mother-in-law started beating the daughter-in-law. Now Krishna is saying, see, how can make your mother-in-law beat you? We can no longer, we can no longer bear the childish pranks of your son. Do whatever you want. There is no way we can we can accept your son. Krishna said, Mom, did I ever leave your lap and go? Yashoda said, how can I believe? My son is always with me. Your son did all these things, Mom. Did I ever go to anybody's house? Krishna never told a lie. Krishna said, I did not go to anybody's house. Every house belongs to him. When you open your own refrigerator and take a glass of milk and drink, are you stealing from your refrigerator? It's your own house. Every house belongs to Krishna. No, ma'am, I never went to any house that is not ours, that is not mine. He told exactly the truth. I never went to any house which is not mine. Indirectly, Yashoda is thinking, my house means this. What Krishna is saying, every house is mine. Where did I go? I never played with anyone who is not mine. Every jivatma belongs to me. Mamai vamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Every jivatma is my amsha. Therefore, I never hurt or did anything to anyone other than my own self. How can you believe all these things? Yashoda could not believe it. Yashoda, you know what she said? Hello, will you stop all these things? I am also a mother. You are also a mother. Just as you have your baby, I also gave birth to my son. Poor Yashoda did not know. She did not give birth to Krishna. She was defending Krishna. As much as your son is dear to you, my son is equally dear to me. Do not ever complain about my son because he never left my lap. That is Krishna. And these are only a sample of what all Krishna's pranks with the Gopikas. Why? He has to attract every one of them day in and day out. Their minds should be completely absorbed in Krishna and Krishna and Krishna, Krishneti Vani. Everywhere. If Krishna did not go to their house for one day, the ladies became almost mad. What happened to Krishna? What happened to Krishna? He did not come today. He did not steal today. He did not steal today. They became unimaginably restless and were asking, where is Krishna? Why he did not come to steal? Where is Krishna? Why he did not come to steal? To that extent, Krishna captivated their minds. Unimaginable. What all you heard about Krishna, his childhood pranks, is only just a sample, just a sample. In a public platform, it is difficult to tell more than what all Krishna did. If you are fortunate, if you can understand Sanskrit, read Vedavyasa's Bhagavatam. If you can understand Telugu poetry, read Potana's Bhagavatam. You will see unimaginable, even highly erotic and romantic activities of Krishna. He played pranks with all the Gopikas as a 2-year-old kid in the Nanda Gokula. Time is passing by. Gopikas are enjoying the pranks of Krishna, enjoying. The minute they became 5-year-olds, that's it. Now they started. Elders are taking the cows for grazing. Why not we take the calves for grazing? And Krishna and a big battalion of his friends, they started. Let us take all the calves for grazing. The moms are objecting. You are still 5-year-old kids. No, you should not go. No. What will you say to your if you say you're a baby to your 5-year-olds, and what will you say? Come on, dad, I'm a big boy. Same thing. Why they want to go to school? For the lunch box you are packing. Because you put all the chocolates and the nice things in the lunch box. Exactly. Krishna, all the boys used to say, put at least, you know how many pickles? How many pickles? 1, 2, 3, 4. They will say, put at least 5 pickles for us along with the yogurt rice. They will keep the yogurt rice in their left hand and put every pickle in between the fingers. And with one hand, they always have to have a stick to take care of the cows, eating and licking the pickles in between. Can you imagine? Krishna will tell his friends, hey, look, there is a monkey on the tree. All the fellows will be looking, where is the monkey? Where is the monkey? They cannot find. By the time they are looking there, they realize Krishna will eat their half-eaten yogurt rice. And when they said, no monkey, where is, oh my God, what happened to my yogurt rice? So Krishna, you ate, they will start chasing Krishna. They will start beating Krishna. And you know what is the punishment for Krishna for eating their yogurt rice? They chased Krishna. Now, from this point to the starting point, Krishna has to carry them on the piggyback ride. So Krishna, for the sake of the half-eaten yogurt rice from the hands of his friends, how fortunate are they? They will have a free piggyback ride from where they have chased him back to the starting point. Beautifully, Krishna was enjoying. And the glory of Krishna was spreading all the way up to Brahma Lokam. Now this Brahma thought, what is this? I am the Srishtikarta. I am the one who is creating everyone. Who is this little 5-year-old boy getting all the credit for all the universes? No way. Let me see what is Krishna doing. Krishna and Balarama brought all the cows along with their friends. They allowed them to just graze there, and they were sitting near a lake and enjoying their yogurt rice. Brahma made it such a way that calves went a little bit far away. Brahma took all their calves, made them disappear. Krishna could not find their calves. Krishna asked his friends, come on, go and look, where are the calves? All the boys went. Brahma thought, this is a nice opportunity. Took away all the cowhead friends of Krishna. He made them disappear. 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour passed by. Kids did not return. Calves did not return. Krishna smiled, looked up. Oh, stupid Brahma, this is your act. All right. If you think you take my friends and the calves, do you think I cannot manage? No problem. Krishna did not want any mother in Nanda Gokulam to feel bad her son did not come. Krishna did not want any cow to feel bad that its calf is not there. Krishna became thousands of cows. Krishna became thousands of cowhead boys. And everything was going on as usual. You know, during that time, there was a huge serpent, another demon called Aghasura. That Aghasura wanted to kill Krishna. He came like a big python, was there on the road, opened its mouth so wide like a cave. The kids knew, this is before just Brahma took their cars that day. Hey, this is a python. But look, its big mouth. Can we go inside and explore? Another fellow said, hey, we will die. Oh, don't worry. Krishna is there for us. They are so confident that Krishna is there. They just walked straight into the mouth of the python and were exploring the inside of the python. Krishna thought, what a strange thing. These boys have so much of faith in me. They walked into the mouth of the python. Krishna said, all right, I had to protect them. Krishna also walked inside. The minute Krishna walked into the mouth, the python closed its mouth, Aghasura. That's it, Krishna started increasing his body, and the python could no longer stretch its skin. Unable to breathe, the python's head split into pieces and it is dead. And this incident that happened was narrated in Nandagokulam by the boys after 1 year. Because during that 1 year, every boy is Krishna. He didn't want to talk about himself. Every boy is Krishna. Every calf is Krishna. The boys are 5-year-olds. But since every boy is a Krishna, the Gopikas could not control their affection for that child. Literally, even though the child is 5 years old, milk is overflowing from their breast. They used to grab their children when they come back from the forest, in the evening, grab them and force feed them their own milk, the 5-year-old kids. And the cows, they are tied. Every calf is Krishna. Every cow used to break the rope with which it was tied and used to rush to Krishna in the form of the calf and used to force feed. For 1 year, the same scene went on. How fortunate. You know how many mothers Krishna had then? Thousands of mothers. The birth mother Devaki, the foster mother Yashoda, the poisoned mother Putana, and thousands of mothers who were breastfeeding the 5-year-old kids. Thousands of mothers to Krishna. Now you understand why they got moksha, Uttama Gatis. Balarama asked one question, Krishna, whenever I see these cowhead boys, I used to think they were Devatas. And when I see the cows and calves, I used to think they are Maharshis. But how come, Krishna, I see everyone as you now? Krishna said, just one more day, bear with me. You will know tomorrow what is happening. That one more day, by then 1 year has passed. 1 year for us, for Brahma in Brahmalokam, just 1 minute, not even a second. Not even a second. How do you know 1 year for us, not even a second there in Brahmalokam? You don't know. After some time, you will come to know. Balarama has to marry the girl Revati. Revati's father, Raivata. That Revati was so beautiful. Raivata thought, who should be the right son-in-law for my daughter? He could not make a judgment. He said, let me go to Brahmalokam and ask Brahma himself, who is the right son-in-law for my daughter? By the time Revata went to Brahmalokam, there was a music kacheri going on. Tumburu was doing a kacheri. So Revata came, Brahma signaled him, sit down, wait for the kacheri to be over, then we can talk. And by the time the music kacheri was over, Revata went and said, I came here to find out a nice son-in-law for my daughter. Hello, this is Brahmalokam. You waited for the concert to be over. And by the time the concert is over, in your planet Earth, at least a few generations have gone by. A few generations have gone by. This Raivata is actually from Treta Yuga. From Treta Yuga, that has gone. Dwapara Yuga has come. I made sure that your daughter is still alive. So, Treta Yuga gone, Dwapara Yugam. Now go. Adishekha is born as Balarama. Give it to him. Give your daughter to him. So that is Brahmalokam. By the time one concert is over, little bit of a concert, here one yuga has gone. That is Brahmalokam. So 1 year for us, not even a second for him. Brahma thought, let me see what Krishna is doing now. He turned. Thousands of boys are there. Thousands of calves are there. He turned this side. All the boys, all the calves he brought are sleeping in the Brahmaloka. He realized his mistake. Brahma came on his Hamsavahan, fell at the feet of Krishna, turned. This head has to touch this head, this head, this head. Turned 4 times, every side was touching the feet of Krishna. Begged him, forgive me, Krishna, for my arrogance, for my ignorance. I thought I am the Srishtikarta. Instead of myself getting the credit, how come you are getting the credit? I made such a stupid thing. Can you forgive me, Krishna? And finally he asked, in how beautifully he asked how to forgive him. Can you imagine? When you were expecting the baby, when the baby is there 5 months old, 6 months old, not enough room in your stomach for the baby to move around. Whenever the baby has to stretch its hands or feet, what it looks like, every mother would have experienced, oh my God, my baby is kicking me, my baby is kicking me. Exactly, Brahma gives this example. Will any expecting mother get mad on the fetus inside her womb that is kicking the mother? The mother will enjoy even the kicking of the fetus inside her stomach. Krishna, I am your child. Just like a mother enjoys the kicking the feet of a fetus inside the mother. Please forgive me, Krishna. That example he gives. As an expecting mother enjoys the kicking of her unborn child from within her stomach. Can you forgive me, Krishna? I learned my lesson. You are the Supreme Lord. Balarama was a witness. It's okay, it's okay. Krishna has withdrawn his form from all the boys and all the calves. And the original calves and the original boys came. So 1 year has passed by. Then that evening when they went to their houses, they said, mom, what happened today? Mom, what happened today? It happened 1 year back. There was a big python. We just wanted to explore. We went inside. Oh, no problem. Krishna came. He killed the python. We enjoyed that scene. And we came. 1 year has passed by. That is Krishna. Enjoy surrendering to Krishna. Tomorrow, we'll take up the Gopikas, Gopika Geetam, Rasa Krida. Day after tomorrow, we'll do Rukmini Kalyanam. And after that, all Kalyanams. And we'll say Mangalam to Srimad Bhagavatam. Go ahead if you have some questions.
I have a very
Very good, Kanna. Emma, you have any question? No questions? Will you do Sharanagati and get moksha? Or keep on feeling the exam March, September, March, September, March, September? Again birth, again death, again birth, again death, right, Emma? Go ahead, Emma, no questions? Yes, sir. Yes. No, not Ajanma Brahmachari, Askalita Brahmachari. You know the meaning of Askalita? Sorry for my language. One who never had even a single drop of ejaculation is Askalita Brahmachari. Skalanam, Sanskrit. That is good. Askalita Brahmachari. Got it? Yes. No, the sight. Skalanam is for the viryam. Brahmachari means Askalanam for the viryam, not for the sight. That is Krishna. Yes. That's why they say, Angani yasya sakalendriya vidyamanti. Pashyanti, panti, kayanti, chiram jaganti. Pashyanti, to see, or to protect, or to impregnate, or for everything. Every organ in Krishna's body can do every function of every other organ in the body. That is Krishna. Got it? They defined in such a beautiful way. If only you have the patience to go through word by word. I am trying my best to cover up as much as I can in this little 2 hours of time. Go ahead, Amma. Questions and Leva. Because no billion పేర్లు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోగలవా? నిన్న మార్నింగ్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ ఏం తిన్నావో చెప్పు. Pade enduku pramucham ante these happened in the recent past. In the recent past, of which the description is given in the Puranas. Because at the end of every yugam, there will be a small tsunami. Don't believe me? At the end of Treta Yugam, Rama called all the people, I'm going to Vaikuntham, come with me. Created a tsunami, went into the river Sarayu, and before that Lakshmana went, made a tunnel from Sarayu to Vaikuntham. So created a small tsunami and took every one of them through that tunnel to Vaikuntham. At the end of Dwapara Yuga, Krishna created a small tsunami. Go to your Discovery channel or go to your google.com and say buried palaces and mantapas of Dwaraka. You will find underwater divers. They went there, they unearthed thousands of palaces, thousands of platforms, mantapas, bathing ghats, all wiped out in the tsunami. At the end of every Mahayuga, bigger tsunami. At the end of the day of Brahma, biggest tsunami. Bhulokam, Bhuvarlokam, Swargalokam will be wiped out. So what all literature we have got is in this Mahayuga what Valmiki wrote. In this Mahayuga what Vedavyasa wrote. But the incarnations at the end of the day of Brahma, at the end of 100 years of Brahma, after every Brahma, unimaginable. That's why we don't have the details about them. Go ahead, Uma. No questions? If anybody wants to pass the exam, we can help you with some additional extra coaching. To fail the exam, we don't need an extra coaching, right? Nobody will take tuition for failing the exam, right? They take tuition only to pass the exam. Sure. Yes, sir. No questions? Emma? No? स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षदपर्जन्यः पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः भूसुराः सन्तु निर्भयाः कावेरी वर्षतां काले काले वर्षदवासः श्रीरङ्गनाथो जयतु श्रीरङ्गश्रीश्च वर्धतां सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु कलहरं सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मत्परमगुरुभ्यो नमः ओम अस्मत्सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीरंगनाथ श्लोकोपेतीन्द्र रष्टुम लक्ष्मी नृसिंहशेदेत करुणैकपात्रं श्रीरंगवीर रौराट श्लोकोपरुज्यं वेदांत देशिकमुपपज्ये श्रीमते शिवंशलोकोप श्री वेदांत देशि नमः देशिकाय नमः नरे 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 wait come wait one this come happy it's okay now look at her, she's jealous, right? You're jealous, right? My goodness, come Come on, happy? What is it? Thank you, na. Oh, Jota. Nare. What is that? Oops. Open. Krishna Arpanam. No.